Henry, what on earth are you doing here? Traveling alone? Father would be furious if he caught the heir to the throne traveling without an armed escort.
Then we should make certain the king never finds out. I bring news of France. Prince Philip has ascended the throne after the sudden death of his father.
I learned of it today. Treachery is suspected.
That is a French affair. I endeavor only to point out to you the obvious. Our father, the King of England, cannot live forever. My succession is just a matter of time. Time is a precious resource England can ill afford.
What is this urgency? England is not threatened.
Prosperous, fertile lands lay just beyond our border. We need only claim those lands to become the most powerful kingdom in Christendom.
You speak of war.
My dearest brother, I present to you a proposal. I am ready to assume my proper place on the English throne. It can be done quickly, peacefully. The only thing that stands in the way is the King's Guard, over which you preside.
Have you gone mad?
Richard, heed my words. In exchange for your support, I will cede you all of southern France. We will rule together. You too will be a king.
Am I interrupting?
Brother Geoffrey, not at all.
My men intercepted a dispatch indicating that a group of barons is conspiring to overthrow our father.
Father is not capable of defending the Empire.
The news gets worse. Our mother, the Queen, has gone missing. I believe that the same conspirators who have plotted against the king may have abducted the Queen.
Listen to me, Richard. All will be lost unless you agree to my proposal. The same birthright which entitles me to the throne as eldest son entitles you to nothing as a mere second son. Accept my proposition, and you will be a king.
I will pledge you my oath of loyalty when you become the rightful King of England, but not a moment sooner.
Fool! I warned you. Remember, when the storm breaks, you'll wish you had accepted my offer. Trust me, when the spoils are divided, your lands may well be among them.
I sense there is much more going on than we know. I feel the hand of French King Philip in this.
Surely you aren't implying that Brother Henry and King Philip conspire to take the throne?
If Philip has used some sort of deceit to gain the confidence of Prince Henry, Philip will use him only as long as he serves a purpose. Richard, are your borders safe?
All are secure, except for Clairvaux, adjacent to Prince Henry's lands.
Leaving your borders unguarded for a single day is one day too many. We must ride to Clairvaux immediately!
Lord Ranulph, Count of Clairvaux, you command these rebels? The judicial magistrate will devise a fitting punishment for your crimes.
Wait, treat me with mercy. I have information which may save your mother's life. Your mother, the Queen, has been taken captive by rebels in Poitiers.
How do you know? What danger is she in?
I saw her atop the walls of Poitiers a fortnight past. Perhaps I might suggest, Your Grace, that you are in a better position to determine if she is alive than I am.
Let this man live. Perhaps, out of gratitude, he'll provide us with further assistance. We must see to the Queen's safety. To Poitiers, with Godspeed! We arrived too late. The gates of the city are closed and curfew is in effect. We can't wait until dawn. We must try to find another way into the city.
Look, mercenaries, what are they doing here? Richard, do you know if King Henry has attached a garrison here?
He has not.
I do not know upon whose authority they act. From their looks, these are dangerous men.
We shall require a small army to subdue this garrison.
Perhaps not so many as that.
What do you mean?
Look, they appear to have access into and out of the city. We may be able to infiltrate the city without being discovered, but we must be wary of the town watch.
Good. I will attempt to infiltrate the city, but you need to ride into the country and levy loyalist troops. We'll meet again at the royal court at Caen. Hurry!
God bless, brother.
I should visit Father Dudon at the monastery. I knew him well growing up. I'm sure he'll help me.
I heard the lady arrived lately is a very important person. The barons are planning to use her to gain an advantage over the king.
I heard she's the Queen of England. That's what I heard.
Huh, how about that then? The Queen, you say? Oh, and have I introduced you to me arse, the new Pope?
There can be little doubt that this is where the Queen is being held captive. There's no time to lose. I will fight my way in. In the name of the King, I accuse you who are here assembled tonight of kidnapping, conspiracy, and high treason against England.
Richard, these men are here to swear their undying loyalty to you. They are prepared to defend you and your lands to the cost of their lives.
Mother, are you mad? These men conspire to overthrow the English Empire and carve it up amongst themselves. In the process, they will most assuredly kill you.
Dear Richard, I am not their captive, I am their captain. I commanded the gathering of these barons for the good of the kingdom, to preserve your sovereignty in these lands. My lords, leave us. We must speak privately. Listen to me, Richard. I believe Prince Henry is unfit to rule.
Unfit to rule? He is the eldest son. It is his birthright.
It pains me to speak so of my son. Young Prince Henry will readily exploit the Baron's loyalties in order to fulfill his personal ambitions for war and glory. His blind thirst for conquests will bring ruin to the Empire and suffering to our people.
I do not believe my brother would do such a thing.
Richard, you must believe. We haven't much time. We are all in great danger. If not me, will you believe the barons whom you have known and trusted since childhood? If you won't listen to me, at least listen to them.
Would you have me ascend the throne, deposing my father and my brother? You speak of treason!
If love of country brands me a traitor, then yes. You are England's only hope for peace.
My lady, mother, you place me in a most precarious position. I am not heir to the throne, and my allegiance is to the king.
My lady, a massive army is being sighted north of the city, advancing towards us.
Under whose flag?
Prince Henry.
We have been found.
My lady, we must flee immediately.
Mother, wait. I will accept the Baron's oath of loyalty, and when calm returns, I shall demand their pledge to the king and will in turn shield them from the headman's axe. But I will do so under one condition. You must promise not to tell anyone of your presence here tonight. Your activities could be interpreted as treason.
You have my word.
My liege, we have apprehended a French emissary. King Philip of France has assembled a large army south of Paris. Camped in an undisclosed location. They're waiting.
Waiting? For what? These plans and intrigues weigh heavy on my mind. I must warn Father of King Philip's invasion force. I must beg pardon for the barons of Poitiers without betraying the Queen's involvement. And I've not heard from Geoffrey since I dispatched him to raise an army of loyalists. I will have to wait until the royal court to relay to him the events which took place at Poitiers. Halt there! For whom do you work, and what is your business in this land?
Stand clear, fellow. You do not want to run afoul of us.
I say you shall answer to us. Peacefully or at sword point, the choice is yours.
You mistake yourselves. We will kill as soon as talk. Your Grace, I found this letter on their leader. It contains detailed plans of your castles, descriptions of defenses, quantities of weapons stored, and the...
This is impossible. How can it be that my most guarded secrets end up in the hands of mercenaries?
My lord, this can only mean one thing. You have been betrayed by a trusted general.
Or worse, a trusted family member.
Richard, good to see you. Your journey was without incident.
We were slightly delayed, but it's of no consequence. We have much to discuss.
As you know, I've occupied the throne for 26 years. Under me, England has been transformed into a vast realm. Scotland, Ireland, and Wales all have been conquered. Such a large kingdom requires governance which one man cannot adequately provide, or so I have been persuaded. I have therefore taken it upon myself to appoint Prince Henry as steward of England. To consummate this appointment, Richard, John, and Geoffrey, you will swear your oath of allegiance to Prince Henry.
Father, it goes without saying you've made a fine decision. As always, your will is my command. I do so swear.
Father, I am your obedient servant. I solemnly swear my oath of allegiance to my lord, my king, and my country, and to Prince Henry.
That leaves you, Richard.
How does this affect my office as Lord Commander of the King's Guard?
The office will transfer from you to Henry, effective this day.
Father, let me keep command of the Guard. It is for your safety that I ask this.
Richard!
Father, there is something I must tell you.
Wait! I cannot hold my tongue any longer. Father, your life is in peril. Richard summoned me to Bordeaux, where he revealed a most wicked plan. With the King's Guard at the ready, he plots to seize the English throne by force.
That is not true!
Then please explain why you assembled your loyal English barons in Poitiers 1 week ago and conspired to incite rebellion.
I have done no such thing! I am loyal to the king!
My men captured this rebel baron outside Poitiers. What say you?
I was summoned to Poitiers. There I pledged my oath of loyalty to Richard the Lionheart.
My God, is this true?
I cannot deny it.
Richard!
The prince has confessed! Arrest him! I charge Richard the Lionheart with sedition and conspiracy to incite rebellion against the monarchy and the empire. Richard's life is hereby forfeit for the crime of high treason.
Flee to our new defenses at Clairvaux! It was wise of Geoffrey to plan this fortress so close to my brother's land. Unfortunately, the garrison is still at half strength. Do your best to keep Prince Henry's troops at bay. I fear all is lost. To save the few men remaining, I have no choice but to surrender myself to Prince Henry.
My lord, an unidentified army has appeared on the field. They signal for your orders.
No flag? Who commands this army?
My liege, it is likely treachery.
Agreed. But we have no choice. We'll have to trust them. Rally the men!
My lord, the leader of our mysterious allies presents himself.
Geoffrey! My God! I never would have suspected.
Brother, I am happy to report that I succeeded in raising the troops you requested, and just in time, it would seem.
But Jeff, in the King's court, I confessed to treason right in front of you, yet you risked your life to come to my aid. Why?
Did you consider that I might be here because I intend to take you into custody myself?
So, you're here to take me into custody? Yes, of course, it is your sworn duty. If our roles were reversed, I would do the same.
And deprive England of its most loyal and devoted servant? I can assure you I'll do no such thing.
Geoffrey, listen to me. Today you helped secure my freedom. You have aided and abetted a criminal confess to high treason. If this is discovered, you will share my fate. I am an enemy of the king. I am condemned. It is too late for me, but not for you. Arrest me!
I think not today, big brother. I'm weary. Is next week good for you?
You are surely the most pig-headed and stubborn man in the kingdom.
Richard, I have a plan. I will seek an audience with Father and relay to him the true story. You made no treasonous proposals to Prince Henry. You traveled to Poitiers only to protect the Queen. Surely Father will see the truth in this and countermand the Prince's edict for your arrest.
I fear such a plan would only shift the finger of guilt from myself to the Queen. I suspect that King Philip of France manipulates these events. But without proof, our only hope is to expose him before it's too late. I must ride to Mirabeau and gather my forces.
Then I'm off to Brittany to do the same. We will meet at Mirabeau.
My lord, a royal writ was found on one of the messengers. It states that Prince Henry Plantagenet, Steward of England, declares Richard the Lionheart a traitor. Richard has conspired against their father, the king, to seize the royal throne. Prince Henry promises a handsome reward to every baron who rises up against the traitor Richard Lionheart. My lord, these letters are being delivered by one of Prince Henry's barons. Unless he's stopped, the entire south of France will rise up against you.
Ride to Brittany at once. Locate Prince Geoffrey and tell him to bring his army here immediately, no matter the number. I will gather troops myself and try to hold off the uprising until he arrives. Citizens, where is the town garrison?
My lord, messengers arrived yesterday. The garrison was immediately conscripted to fight under Prince Henry's command. They have gone to join his forces in the north.
My God, are you all that remains?
Yes, my lord.
Then I am too late.
My lord, we will stand behind you. We do not believe you are a traitor. We are able craftsmen, stonemasons, and engineers. Put our skills to work.
My lord, a herald arrives.
The news is most terrible, my lord. Your brother, Prince Henry, went alone to a secret meeting outside of Poitiers, where he intended to hire mercenaries. He never returned.
What happened? Is he all right?
He took mysteriously ill and died. Poison is suspected.
Henry dead? Poisoned? Who did this?
We don't know.
My God, I must tell Geoffrey of this terrible tragedy.
We have looked for him, Your Grace. Prince Geoffrey is nowhere to be found. My liege, Prince Henry's assassination was tragic and treacherous. The threat to England looms large, and you have grieved for too long. Our country calls.
Thomas, what man could commit such a vile deed? A mercenary? A rebel baron?
A deceitful, treacherous man, to be sure.
I feel responsible for Prince Henry's death. The gulf dividing our family, father from son, brother from brother, seems like it has become insurmountable. But you're right. We must put England first. Even my father, I hear, is so shaken by Henry's death he neglects his duties. Where has Geoffrey been these weeks gone by? I wish he were here, but I fear he was taken prisoner. I will leave no stone unturned in England until he is found.
My lord, I bring news of King Philip of France. The king has issued a formal proclamation accusing you of the assassination of your own brother, Prince Henry.
What? This is outrageous!
The French army has crossed into England in order to bring you to justice.
My lord, King Philip is not after you. He's after the English throne.
We haven't much time. Ready the troops. Father, I never dreamed you would come to my aid.
You can thank Geoffrey for that later, Richard. Right now, we have an enemy to defeat.
Geoffrey, Father, this day is ours.
Geoffrey came to see me. He refused to leave for weeks on end until I heard him out. He informed me of Prince Henry's deceit. He persuaded the Queen to confess that she organized the rebels at Poitiers. She begged my forgiveness, which I did so grant. Richard, I have dropped all charges against you and rescinded the warrant for your arrest.
Thank you, Father. For the third time, I owe you my life.
I was wrong to suspect you, Richard. I have been a blind old fool not to see the facts right before my eyes. I am proud to proclaim you the heir to the English throne.
I regret the tragic events which have brought me this honor, but I fear, Father, that you have suffered most from Henry's death.
I grieve for him still. It is with a heavy heart that I go from here to Chinon, as is my habit, to pray at his tomb.
Your Highness, you have been alone in here for hours. Please, you must eat something.
Thank you, Edward. I will.
Your Highness?
Your Highness!
The death of Father has broken my heart.
I am deeply saddened as well. All of England mourns his passing. The French claimed he died of natural causes, but we know he was poisoned. The English people demand justice.
Justice or revenge?
Come to your senses, Richard. You are now king, and you must act as such.
You must move swiftly to unify the country and secure it against further rebellion and the French invasion forces.
Jeff, this is not the way I wanted to become king. Not at the hand of a cowardly assassin.
Be that as it may, King Philip's army is advancing even as we speak. You must prepare to meet him.
Your Majesty, I bring a message from King Philip of France. The king desires to meet with you to discuss an armistice. He wishes to meet you at a monastery just over the border.
Richard, it's a trap.
I suspect as much, but, as you say, I am king and must act accordingly. If there is a chance for peace, I would not have served my country should I fail to pursue it in earnest.
Then I shall go with you.
Welcome, Richard, King of England. I am pleased that you have come. I thought perhaps that you had changed your mind.
I trust our delay has not unduly inconvenienced your majesty.
My condolences on King Henry's death. His passing was quite mysterious, as I understand it.
Yes, not unlike your own father's demise, as I recall.
Quite astute of you to point that out, Prince Geoffrey.
In fact, we think an assassin was behind it.
Most likely it was someone near to the king, someone within his inner circle, a trusted confidant, or even, God forbid, a family member.
Get to the point, Philip.
All right, it would appear that the English throne is yours. Therefore, I have come to extend an olive branch. I offer you peace. Peace between the kingdoms of France and England.
Under what conditions?
None at all. You are an able adversary. France would be better served with you as her ally, rather than enemy. It is time we put our differences aside.
What assurances of peace are you prepared to offer England?
I will sign a formal peace accord. In addition, I will offer England the use of French forces in quelling the internal threats to your sovereignty.
I'd be wary, Richard. The entire French army is already camped on English soil.
I, too, am filled with mistrust. Nevertheless, until kings can summon the courage to put aside their fear and suspicion, we will forever be burying our sons and brothers on the battlefield. Philip, I am ready to take that step. I will accept your offer of peace.
A wise decision, Richard. I will issue a proclamation that henceforth the kingdoms of France and England will prosper together as allies.
Your Majesty, we have received word of a rebel uprising, led by Lord Ranulph, Count of Clairvaux. Evidently he does not recall the pardon you gave him, and has taken the field against you. Already his men have burned most of your grain warehouses in the area. The news gets worse, sire. Lord Ranulph has also seized 3 castles along the Poitevin coast that control access to the Loire River. Your mother, the Queen, is coming from England within the next day or 2. She is already at sea. She will be sailing up the Loire right into Clairvaux's hands.
He intends to seize her ship and take her prisoner. We have to move quickly if we're going to stop him.
Agreed. Philip, you'll excuse me, I trust.
Richard, remember my offer. My army is at your command.
Take your troops back to Paris. This is a matter for Englishmen.
Sire, welcome. When the Count of Clairvaux laid plans to ambush you at Chalon, we loyal knights fled the castle, waiting for a chance to show our hand in your support. We and the people of this village will gladly give our lives for you.
Do you have any news of my mother, or the trap Clairvaux has laid for her?
Her ship is expected at Nantes tomorrow, and the Count intends to intercept her vessel. The castles he has seized at Talmont, Noirmoutier, and Belle Isle have given him complete control of the coast.
Jeff, we've got to recapture those castles and escort the Queen safely to Nantes. Our only chance is to build a fleet quickly, and that means finding a supply of gold.
Here, Your Majesty, is some gold we managed to keep from falling into the hands of Clairvaux. We deliver it to you now.
With the rebellion quelled, and an alliance between France and England. At long last, peace is at hand.
In God's name, I hope you're right.
I will ride to Rouen to announce to the barons the terms of our peace with France.
Queen Eleanor and I will go to Paris to draft the new treaty. Richard, be careful. Though we defeated this traitor, he's dealt you a nasty blow. It'll take us a while to recover from these losses, and there could be other enemies as yet unrevealed, waiting to strike.
I have faith that the worst is over. I will see you at the treaty signing.
God willing, Your Majesty, but I have a bad feeling that this storm has not yet passed.
Greetings, Prince Jean. What news have you to report?
The Count of Clairvaux, with secret orders from me, has attacked Richard's lands, burning his farms, granaries, and food stockpiles. Richard's ability to supply a standing army in the field for any length of time has been all but eliminated.
Well done, young prince. You will make an able statesman. I have just returned from my meeting with Richard and Geoffrey.
Did he take the bait?
The meeting went precisely as planned. King Richard believes that peace has been secured. He suspects nothing.
King Richard. The moment is at hand. The tactics we have devised will sweep my elder brother from the battlefield and the throne once and for all.
Veteran French forces await my command to invade.
And what of our bargain, King Philip?
Our bargain will be kept, Prince John. Or should I say, King John.
Your Majesty, we have been betrayed. The French army has plunged like a dagger into the very center of your kingdom. They've already taken Le Mans, cutting us off from our reinforcements in the north.
God in heaven, Geoffrey was right. King Philip is not to be trusted. What of Prince Geoffrey and Queen Eleanor? They were both in Paris.
Both are taken prisoner.
Time is of the essence. We must gather and assemble troops in the townships north of here. We fight for England!
The French forces were driven from Le Mans in defeat despite overwhelming odds. You have failed to live up to your end of the bargain.
I told you many times, victory will not be won on the field of battle. Rest assured, however, the final triumph will be ours.
Make certain of it.
He is an adolescent schoolboy. He thinks himself in charge. A tribute to the triumph of your deception, Your Highness. You have played your role well, my friend. Surely Your Highness will agree that poisoning both the King of England and his eldest son was the act of ultimate daring. You are a tried and true servant of the King. Lionheart has proven too difficult to defeat on the field of battle. Richard out of the picture, England will fall into disarray and stand helpless before my unstoppable armies. It will will be on his guard against poison. I need to try something different. I need to practice it first. I will leave it up to you.
There is a messenger here to see you, Your Highness.
I bring you urgent news, Your Highness. Prince Geoffrey died of sword wounds in Paris, wounds inflicted by a French assassin.
My God. No. Not Geoffrey. Oh, of all men who deserve to live, surely he should have been spared. This is a terrible loss for all of England. Are you certain of this news?
Quite certain. You see, he was killed by the same man who murdered Prince Henry and your father.
How do you know this?
Because I am he, and you must make ready to join them.
He is dead, sire. Now we'll never know who sent him.
Wait. He said it was a French assassin who killed Geoffrey, which means his orders came from King Philip. Gentlemen, I bring heartbreaking news. Your beloved king, courageous Prince Henry, and now too loyal Prince Geoffrey, all have perished at the hands of King Philip. The decisive moment is upon us. Even as we speak, King Philip's army tramples on English soil. But it should raise your spirits to know that a number of local barons with their troops have joined us in the war against him. Know that I have the most unbounded confidence in your gallantry and courage. There is not one amongst you who is not distinguished by some great, some chivalrous exploit. I know you will not fail to satisfy the demands that your country now makes upon your courage and devotion. Rely on this, then. Contrary to every rule of art, we shall attack the French army even though it is 3 times our own strength. The number and strengths of their positions are matters of little importance. All these must yield before the unflinching bravery of English troops. We will defeat the French, or be buried beneath their feet.
Your Majesty, although the local barons have thrown in with us, I fear some cannot be trusted. They may change sides again.
They are my subjects, and a just king has nothing to fear from his subjects.
As you will, sire.
Your Majesty, the French army has been smashed. Paris has been taken, and your mother, Queen Eleanor, has been set free. King Philip is now our prisoner.
Bring the king before me. You were entrusted by God to govern this land with justice and wisdom. Instead, you've brought nothing but war and bloodshed. You murdered both my brothers and my father, a royal king and royal princes who, like you, were chosen by a divine hand to govern. Your crimes are crimes against God. By killing those whom he has chosen, you have lost the right to live by my blade. No, I cannot, I will not become what you have become. I will not have my soul damned alongside yours. I have a better idea. I will spare you and bestow upon you a second chance.
What are you saying?
We will let God decide your fate. This day I command you to set sail for the distant Holy Land on a great crusade in the service of our Lord. There in the desert and scorching heat, facing the wrath of Europe's enemies, let God decide your fate.
I suppose a slim chance is better than none.
I had a dream that one day our kingdoms might be united, Philip. Our thrones joined as one, England and France together, the greatest realm that Europe has ever known. But now, a great dream will never come to pass. I leave you to dwell on what might have been, and to know that you are the reason it failed. I will govern my kingdom as it should be governed. And trust me when I say that England will soar to heights you can never imagine. I leave your fate to God.
And so it was that Richard Lionheart came to power in England, governing an empire like none the English people would see for another 6 centuries. A renowned warrior king, Richard eventually traveled to the Holy Land at the head of his own army, unwilling to trust the Third Crusade to King Philip alone. His spectacular victories there forged his name into a legend. After returning to Europe, he died, still fighting the French in 1199. His prowess on the battlefield has assured that the name Richard Coeur de Lion will ring forever unforgotten in the annals of mankind.